Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here, and I'm going to give my analysis and go over my thought process so you can really get a detailed picture of what we're seeing in the market and hopefully even make some profitable trades based off of this analysis. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, give us a visit on the homepage of the website and get to know us a little bit better. If you like these free videos that we give to you guys on a daily basis, it's nothing in comparison to the membership you get once you sign up and join the premium membership community. As soon as you sign up and join the premium membership community, you're going to get instant access to the profitable trading alerts that our current members are getting and loving on a daily and weekly basis. It's a great opportunity for you to start making winning trades in the market. And the best part is these trades are delivered directly to your cell phone in real time for both buys and sells. And the best part is right now we actually have a special deal going on right now for our StockTwits followers only. You can save $100 on the annual membership, okay? So saving $100 on the annual membership using the discount code StockTwits, and again, it's only if you're a follower of us on StockTwits. If you're not a follower just yet, go to our StockTwits page and follow us, and then you can take advantage of this discount. And the next thing is, it's only good for this week only. So we've got a couple days left here, and after that, if you try to sign up, you're going to have to pay full price. So if you want to start making winning trades in the market and start becoming part of a service that's going to be guiding you through the market in the ins and outs. We're going to be holding your hand throughout the entire process, and most importantly, sending you profitable trading alerts on a weekly basis. Then it's a great opportunity, and you're going to want to sign up and save that $100 off of the annual membership. And again, it's for this week only. If you try to sign up next week, you're going to have to pay full price. All right, so let's get into some charts. So the first one we're going to take a look at is GPRO, and GPRO is one that, you know, if you've been following us for a while, you know that we've been calling for a downside move. We got a huge move. We called for the downside move once we broke this support. You can see we had this support here. There's that trend line bounce. Here's that trend line bounce. We also called for the little mini bounce right here. So congrats if you followed along on that as well. But then we called for a big downside move once we broke this trend line and that support. And you can see we had this gap down here. And you could have made some really nice money by following these free videos that we give to you guys. But moving forward now, you know, GPRO took a pretty big dip here. And it could be looking for an upside move here in the short term. And what I want you to focus on is we have this downtrend line here. You can clearly see started here, a couple rejections here and there, and here we are grinding up against it. What I want to have you focus on next is we traded lower here, but then traded sideways for a couple weeks, and then we have this little move up here. And notice how the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days, we haven't even broken the halfway mark of this little day right here. So we're coiling up, building up energy right next to this downtrend line. So if you see over here, the difference between like this right here and this right here is this, you know, we have, you know, a nice green day, but then you have just some sideways trading, and then we kind of traded lower right here. Here, we're holding high and tight near the highs of this day right here. And to me, you know, that says that, you know, that it's building up energy for a move higher. So what I want to see is a break over these highs at about 575. You can clearly see it's also resistance over here. So it's been resistance for a while, all right? So here's that resistance coming in there. Here we are again hitting it, and that downtrend line and that resistance comes into that same level here. We also have the 20-day simple moving average, which is this blue line, which you can see, you know, we've been under here ever since this day over here. Back in the very beginning of November of last year, you can see it got rejected there. We're there, here before that big drop, and it just stayed under that. So again, that's another thing, is if we break over this level, we're going to be breaking over the 20-day moving average, which has kept us down for all this time. So that's what I want you to pay attention to here on GoPro, is that 20-day simple moving average, that resistance, and the downtrend line. I'll break over that, and I could see a nice breakout happening for GoPro. But also keep in mind, the context of GoPro. This is a trash stock. So let's not get it twisted. This is a trash stock, and that I am only looking for a short-term move, and beyond that, this is a trash stock that I think that if and when it heads higher, then it's going to be a really good shorting opportunity. If it heads back up to $7.50, $8, that's going to be a really good shorting opportunity. So just keep that in mind. I'm not talking about a long-term play here. It's a very short-term play. If we break these levels, I think it can head higher in the short term. All right, next one we're going to take a look at is Walmart. And Walmart is one we had on our watch list for lower. We called for lower prices here within the service in our member video we did yesterday for members only. And as you can see, it's continued this drop lower, and it hit our first target. 91.16 was our target right here, and the low of the day was 91.24. So that was a nice move for our members here. You can see it's breaking that support. We broke over this resistance. Here it is as support. Many bounces against it right here and right here. Here's another touch. And then this big gap down, look at where we broke. We broke below that level right there, and then headed lower. So that's what we were looking at on Walmart. I don't think it's done just yet. I think it probably has lower to go, at the very least, to come down here and fill this gap at about just below, let's see, right there. The gap of this day is right there, 89.83. So just below $90. From this gap right here, I think is going to get hit. It's only a few bucks lower than where we're at right now, but still, I think it's going to get hit. And the other thing I want to point out is it looks very similar to this setup right here. If you pay attention to this action right here, you can see we had this support, got a bounce here, and then we gapped under it right here. And you can see we headed lower for about a week there until we got a little bounce. And then it kept getting rejected, and then we ended up making another lower low. Obviously, after that, we made a huge move up. But in this short term, in the next couple months or next couple weeks, I see some weakness here for Walmart. So that's the level that you want to be paying attention to. If we head higher, up towards $96, $98, to me that's a rejection point. Then we could get a short-term bounce off this 89, 92 level, but to me, I'm more interested in shorting it at this point. So, just for the short term. So, next one we're going to take a look at is Twitter. And Twitter just held up really well. So, what do I mean by that? Well, we have this big gap up here on earnings, making money. That's always good. And we did so on heavy volume. And if you notice here, the rest of the market tanked, and we have Twitter barely even budge. Okay, so what does that tell me? That tells me that if we get some kind of market strength, that Twitter is definitely going to be one of the ones that you want to own because of how well it held up during this market action. So if you look at the weekly chart here, just really nice action. We broke over this resistance right here. You can see it was resistance here, and we broke over it right there. So I think that we could still have higher to go for Twitter. I know that's saying a lot because we've already had a really nice move, but I don't think it's quite done. I think the dips on this one should be bought, as this is a pretty big basing pattern right here that we based for about 2 years straight, and it still has some energy left in it. So that's what I'm seeing on Twitter. The next one I want to take a look at is ACIA, and I guess we'll stick on the weekly chart for now, so you can see this really clearly. You can see that we also had a basing pattern here for, what is this, since November, so 1, 2, 3, 4 months we traded sideways right here. We finally broke over that range. We also broke over this major downtrend line that started back here in 2016. You can clearly see it's respecting that angle. Look at how many touches we have against that. Right there, right there, right here. Finally, we broke over it. I'm going to get back on the daily chart here. And here we are breaking higher. I think it's going to continue higher into about 45 bucks. At that point, I'll be looking for a short on that level. You can see it's the volume point of control right here. It's where the most volume has been traded on ACIA in the last almost year right here, almost year. That's the volume point of control. That's where the most volume has been traded. So coming into that level, that's going to be a huge level of resistance right there. And it's also, if you look at these highs here, if you draw a Fibonacci retracement level from the high here to the low here, like we did, we have the 61.8. You can see it on the left-hand side of your screen, 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level that lines up perfectly with that volume point of control at 45 bucks. So definitely think that once we get up there, and we're not there yet, I think it's going to continue higher here in the short term. But once we head up there, I would definitely be looking for some short-term downside once we get up to about 45 bucks on this stock. Next one we're going to be taking a look at is MU Micron, and this is one that I think is going to continue to break out. Today we made a higher high and a higher low, and we broke over this volume point of control right here. So here's that volume point of control right here. We broke over it yesterday. Today we confirmed that break over it. Even though today was red, we're still over that volume point of control. We're also over this resistance. You can see here is resistance here, 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 right there, right there. Finally, we broke over it yesterday. And the other thing too is, we had this big dip, but it bounced back really, really nicely here for MU, and I think that the manner in which it bounced and breaking over this resistance, I think it's going to continue this nice move higher. We can use these levels about 44 bucks as a level of support, and then our first resistance and target is up here near about 47 bucks. You can see it got rejected here and then here, and this is kind of the near the open of this day over here. So that's going to be the first target. It could end up breaking beyond that and coming up to fill this gap from that day right around what is that, about 50 bucks is up here that I think it could hit if we break over this $47 mark right there. So thank you for stopping by and watching the video. I appreciate it as always, and I really hope that you learned a lot and really are going to take some profitable trading ideas from this video. If you want to learn more and get even better as a trader, and most importantly, receiving winning stock alerts and option alerts sent directly to your cell phone in real time, then this is a good opportunity to do that. And you can save $100 off of the annual membership using the discount code StockTwits, and it's for this week only. So again, if you try to sign up next week, you're going to have to pay full price. So, wouldn't it be great to start making money in the market and to have someone guiding you through the entire process? I think it really would be great, and I think you'd really, really like doing that. So take advantage of this opportunity to save $100 off of the annual membership and join us today. As soon as you do, you're going to get instant access to the profitable trading alerts that our current members get, and we're sending those out in real time for our buys and our sells We're holding your hand throughout the entire process. In addition to that, you're getting the member videos, the watch lists, the private Twitter community, and everything else that comes with the membership. So take advantage now and start joining a winning team.